When you get your Instrengths report, the Instrengths Lite report, if you go to page 3 of the PDF, you will come to a graph which has 8 horizontal bars. So how do you make sense of this? On the left of these bars, you will find the names of the 8 different parts of being that these scores represent. The scores are made on a scale of 0 to 7. So for a second, flip to page 6 of the PDF, where you will have an overview of the 8 different parts of being. So in this, I'm going to share how do you look and interpret these bars. And in that process, I will also explain what the 8 different parts of being are. Now let's look at page 3. The lowermost horizontal bar is the physical, and the topmost is the deeper self. These are your 2 base points. No matter what, this should be fine. So your physical represents your body, its health, and also the physical habits. This you can get from the keywords that you have on page 6. The deeper self is your own inner guide, inner compass, your intuition, your sense of, knowing what to do and how do you evolve in your life, etc. So first you look at your scores on the physical and the deeper self, and you get a sense what's going on well for you. Now, these scores are not absolute. They are so the whole idea is it gives you a relative presentation of how your parts of being are organized, what is dominating, what is lagging, and then you keep working on this till you develop the whole parts of being in as best way as possible. Now the next, if you come from the bottom, the 2, 3, 4 from the bottom, those 3 represent your life energies. On page 6, this is the one on the left. The sensory enjoyment, the dynamic energy, and the emotional care. So you will take these 3 and look at what is the pattern between that. Okay, now I'll make a separate instruction on how to do that. For now, you would take these 3, the senses, the dynamic energy, and the emotional care, and you'll see who's the leader, what is the second in command, and what is lagging. Now sometimes if somebody has not done it very accurately, they'll get almost equal, but if you are very self-aware, there will be minor variations. The emotional care is your connect with the other and offering self in service of the other, caring, bonding. The sensory enjoyment is care for self. It's taking care of the small needs, enjoying the journey, connecting to nature, having fun, etc. You can look at the keywords for a detailed understanding. The dynamic energy is the power center. It's the drive, it's the passion to move forward irrespective of any obstacles, overcome them and move forward. So on the page 3, you look at these 3 and you yourself will know what is leading, and what is leading would influence you in almost any actions and behaviors that you're doing, including your decision making. The next up from top on page 3, second, third, and fourth are the 3 parts of the mind: the integrative mind, the creative mind, and the data mind. What are they? Go to page 6 of the PDF. This is shown on keywords on the right side column. The data mind is the mind that deals with data, follows instructions, replicates the knowledge of the past, it just continues it. The creative mind is the mind that is lateral thinking, moves beyond the known. If there is something that's not working, figures out what's a new way of doing it, but it still has a center on vision and purpose. It's not random, it has the center on vision and purpose. The integrative mind is the helicopter view, which looks at all the contents of the mind and puts it together as the fundamental essence, purpose, or it gives the vision to the creative mind. The integrative mind also is the one that can sit in a meeting, look at 10 different people speaking 10 different things, and stand back and look at where all the dots converge together. So when you look at your page 3 on the PDF, your own overview graph, look at the integrative mind, creative mind, and the data mind, and see which is leading, which is the second, and which is lagging. And as I said, sometimes these are equal. And then you get a sense that within your mind, how's your mind functioning? And as I said, these are relative. Between the leader and the lag, you look at, is there too much of a gap, which could sometimes indicate that one is overpowering the other. Or if there is a leader, there's a follower and a lag, but they're kind of moving reasonably well, then it's a well-oiled machine that you're having in your mind with a certain configuration that decides what you go for. What's your preference? What's your decision making? What's your strength? Thank you.